We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now wins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Philadelphia! J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
10-10 at their own 23-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Davion Taylor there to bring him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Haskins on 3rd down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Incomplete to Zach Ertz. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, they stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now this time Wentz will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, pull one mic, Watch the out.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. Peterson a first down and more. And finally marked down at the 23. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They run again on first down. Peterson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Haskins out of the gun. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle around twice with the arm. If you know, you know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Eagles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down at the...
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 19.
A gain of
good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They toss it left side to Peterson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Ball carrier.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Coming to you. You. Kill.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Dobbins. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They run the toss with Dobbins. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. J.K. Dobbins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Eagles 24, Washington 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches.
Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He finds some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Terry McLaurin, incomplete. It leads
so line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On first down, it's Haskins. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
The 48-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Haskins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Davion Taylor able to get him for a loss of about 3. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Haskins rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On the move to his left. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun. Haskins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And goal up and
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Haskins. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
4 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
15 yards on the play. 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Pick it up, Pete. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Dobbins running out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! J.K. Dobbins, 37 yards, and the Eagles are pouring it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up
2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Slings this deep. Oh, wide open, complete.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington able to get a score back. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles' hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
J.K. Dobbins, 46 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott Good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more.
11.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington able to at least knock this deficit. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get to it. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And here's a 1st down throw that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To number 84. 4 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. 1st down, here's the run with Peterson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
taken
Man,
at the 40.
these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Washington. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll give to Peterson out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He was taken down.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Haskins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Formation for Washington.
And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this.
Let's go, G. Check 3, check. Let's go. Time on. Order. Let's go. Hey, we got 9.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 15-yard line. Today's final
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with all
home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.